Hey, yeah, beer stock. Damn. Beer stocks keep rising. This is Shagdog and Diddy, the Spitter Swap Beer Review. We're doing Guinness Nitro Cold Brew Coffee. This one is on Beer Advocate. The other day, I must have been looking at the wrong one. Didn't have a score. It's 86, 4% ABV. It's an Irish dry stout. And it says Guinness Nitro Cold Brew Coffee is a nitrogenated dry Irish stout, just like Guinness Draft, brewed with coffee and natural coffee flavors, a distinct sweet smelling coffee nose hints the perfect balance between bitter and sweet roast coffee flavor. The stout is rich, smooth, and creamy despite being just 114 calories per 12-ounce serving. All caffeine is naturally occurring.
Naturally. Did you see the smoke come off of that can?
No, I wasn't watching. Was it good?
Yeah. Get out of here, Bruno.
It wasn't too bad. It's just with me, I could taste the separation of water and the coffee. It just does have a strong coffee taste, though. I'm doing a review. Maybe I give it a better grade tonight. Who knows, right?
No, you can smell it, dude. The coffee smell is really.
Yeah, as soon as I open the can, I can smell it. It smells like a Starbucks type strong coffee,
Oh, don't say Starbucks. I hate Starbucks.
Oh, okay. Well, strong coffee, Colombian coffee. How about that? Bolivian coffee.
Yeah, Bolivians. Holy Bolivians.
Yeah, so me and Jammer did this one the other day. I didn't give this quite a good score just because of that separation of water and coffee taste, but it might be different this time. But definitely smells like a strong roasted coffee. You might even say Colombian or Bolivian, maybe Sumatra. Head's still there, actually. Got a good, about a finger and a half. Fingerhead. Good fingerhead.
My exes.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and drink it.
I see what's saying the water taste of the but it has a really strong coffee taste.
Yeah.
I like that coffee taste to it.
Oh yeah, so that was stupid for me to split you, right? I have to go to the double screen here, right? I have to swipe to the left or right, switch us, and then I had to hit the solo thing. I should be able to just click on you and make you bigger, right?
You would think.
Yeah, but I've been on this side all night. Might as well stay there, right? Jammer likes to be on the other side, so I have to switch when he's on here. So, Diddy, are you chatting with a fat girl?
No, a fat dude.
Was it Oz?
No.
Oh, I can't think of anybody else that's fat.
Took.
Oh, Took?
Yeah.
What's he doing?
Drinking on his porch.
Does he live down in Tampa now or something?
Yeah. So what are you up to, Cracker? I said, not much, honky. He's like, I'm drinking on my porch. I said, I'm drinking on my stream room.
Does he want to join? I'll send him a link. Tell him it's live on YouTube, though. Because I know he gets scared, probably. It's really weird. Is this chat thing on? I think I got him. Is his name on Facebook Jimmy or Jim? Jimmy, right? Okay, yeah, I got him on there.
He's like, I'm good.
All right. I should send Jay a Monko. Hey, you guys on drinking?
Of course they are. It's Friday.
I know. Let me check. I should tell him, hey, put your wives on the camera so I get more views. Although I don't know how Monko's wife looks now. Actually, I don't know how. I know Jay's wife still looks the same in the face, but body-wise, I don't know how she looks like.
I don't know. I don't remember what any of those girls look like, to be honest.
Well, Jay's, I don't know if you remember Jay's wife, Sandy.
I remember Sandy, but I don't remember what she looks like.
Yeah, she still looks, well, on her pictures on her Facebook, she still looks the same. Jay's, Monko's wife, she looks pretty much the same, but.
I don't remember I don't even know what his wife's name is.
His wife is Tara.
Tara. I don't know. Okay. Here's the Tara.
Tara. They're the only two people I know that married to high school sweethearts and still together.
Yeah. No, this isn't bad. I think this is from, like I said, the other coffee one, the Matt Stout.
Yeah.
Matt Black or whatever the hell it is. Matt Black, that's what it's called. This tastes a lot better than that. It's a lot smoother. That one just tastes like you were drinking like coffee bean, like some really rich coffee. It didn't even taste like alcohol.
Yeah, this one?
This one you can, the aftertaste taste the alcohol.
Really? I can't taste it, but a little bit. It's still light though. It's only 4 point.
It has that Guinness taste to the aftertaste.
Yeah. It does have a nice coffee taste though. It's really good coffee actually.
Yeah. I wish we had this coffee at work.
Without the Guinness in it? You mean the coffee itself or?
Actual coffee.
Yeah. I wonder what kind of coffee beans, or if they use fresh beans and blend it in, or how they do it, or if they use some type of concentration. It might be a concentration they use, coffee concentrate. Maybe.
Maybe.
But it tastes good because most things that use the coffee concentrate shit tastes kind of crappy.
Well, like I said, that like the Matte Black one, it has like coffee, like it tastes like I'm trying to think of the coffee. It's like when you take fresh ground coffee beans and grind them up and make coffee.
Yeah, I remember it. I remember that one. Yeah, we had it twice, I think, but
it has like a real overpowering coffee taste. Like you'd think you were just drinking coffee if you didn't know it was beer.
Yeah, I don't know if her picture is. Well, I'm not going to show her picture on here, but yeah, she looks the same. But her YouTube, Facebook picture is the same picture she's had on there for a few years. But yeah, she looks the same as she did when she was younger. Really, that's from 2020. So Jay has a Slayer shirt on. It's like one of those like gas station type shirts, and it says Slayer. Right?
Mm-hmm.
She's gotten older though. You can tell. Everybody gets older though. You know, it's been what? Shit, I haven't seen her since. I can't remember if I even seen her back. Because I don't think I seen Jay too much for that last year we were there.
Me and him used to go out back when I moved down there and lived at Gary's house. Me and him would go out. That's when big jacked up fucking blue truck and they had like the hydraulic bed. Like the bed was so fucking.
I remember one time when they were on their CB kick, and Jay was the Antichrist, and I forget Gary's call sign was Jasper or some shit. I can't remember.
Jasper, fat bastard.
They might be partying.
I don't know. Either way, yeah, this is pretty good.
Wow, she's got pictures. Yeah, she's got pictures on there when they were kids. Holy shit. Her and her friends. I'm like, damn. But yeah, that was a great song though, because that the one time they came out with that song.
What? Damn.
Wild Thing. No, Wild Thing, but it was
Wild
called
Thing.
Jay's Gay. Oh, Jay's Gay. Jason Davis, I think she loves you. You know, Gary and Kevin made up.
Oh, I thought you meant Wild Thing by Tone Loc.
No, like Wild Thing. Oh, wow.
Oh, that was back when the baseball movie came out.
Yeah, but they made it Jay's Gay. Jason Davis, I think she loves you.
Mm.
You don't remember that?
No. I remember the basement, and we had all the like couches and all that shit down there. And
the basement. The funniest thing I ever came across in the basement is I came walking in there. They had him tied up to the pole and whipping him with the belt.
They had him tied there for hours because I saw the same thing.
I know. Yeah, I was like, what the? They had him tied to the pole and whipping him with the belt with his pants down. But that was older mates, not Brian, but no kneecap mates, right?
No kneecap, yeah. Tommy,
yeah.
Tommy, no kneecap.
Mm-hmm. He's still alive too. When Dieter went to our class reunion a couple years ago, he was standing right next to Tommy Mates. A little picture of about 12 of them now.
The whole family is fucking nutty.
I remember a song, The Mapes family started when Thomas Mapes farted. They all became retarded. The Mapes. I should have asked them that last time we were on there with them.
Oh, man. I remember one time we stole we didn't steal. We borrowed Mapes' dad's car. It was a fucking Yugo stick shift. And back then, Sean worked at the beer distribution company where they sold like kegs and cases. And we all, him and his friend talking about they stole all these cases or whatever, or stuck them out back under all these pallets. So we went up there one night about 11, 12 o'clock or whatever. And we get up there, we get a case of beer. We're like, oh, there's 2-3 cases. So we grab 2, we throw them in the back. It's a hatchback fucking Yugo. We start going, we see all these cops coming, like lights and shit on. So we pull off the side. They park in this convenience store, and we leave the car there. And it was me, Brian, and who the fuck was it? It's me, Brian, and one of those guys.
Was Dunham there? Or?
No. And then we ended up taking off, and we went down this hill, and like it's all wooded area. We're hiding in these fucking wooded area. We're thinking the cops are fucking coming for us. And it was something at a car wash by the convenience store where there's like a robbery or a shooting or some shit. So we're all hiding in these fucking bushes waiting for the cops to go. And then we can't get the fucking car started. So we're like pushing the car down the hill so they can like jump start it as it goes down the hill. By the time we got back with the fucking beer, it was like 3:34 in the morning. So nobody even drank any.
Wow.
That's pretty fucking comical, man. We stole the car while we borrowed the car.
Was I in the army at that time?
Yeah. I can't remember who the other person was. It was me, Mapes, and somebody else. And we went up there and fucking nobody.
I thought maybe it was Monco. It was Bobby or Monco, I thought.
Might have been Monco. I don't think anybody knew how to drive stick shift either. So it's like.
Shit, I remember one time we went up to somewhere up past Hanover, maybe Plymouth. We went up somewhere to swim at some creek or something, and then we're coming back. I know Sean was there. It's me, Sean, Dieter, and somebody else was with us, but he had that rabbit. Dieter had that rabbit and it stalled out. We're like pushing it down the hill. Luckily, we got to a hill where it's like downhill, able to push it, get it going.
The black rabbit, yeah.
Yeah. I remember he almost ran, first time he was driving, I think we're down by the square. He's like, almost ran over some lady. He's like, get the fuck out of the way, bitch. Like, what the hell?
That's probably that place where we used to go. Is like up by Tunkhannock, where it had like where Joe Tuxera used to take us, and we'd go down and had like all the waterfalls and shit.
It might have been that, yeah.
We used to go there a lot.
Yeah.
Had like all the cliffs, but it was all smoothed out like a slide. You could just go down the fucking shit. And
I think so, yeah. I've only went there once, I think, but that one time.
that was a drive, man. It's Tunkhannock. Oh shit.
Mm.
Me and Joe went to a club up there in Tunkhannock one time. It took us forever, and this old fucking beat up jalopy.
Is this?
Then the one with no keys, you had to use the fucking. It had a what the hell? A fucking screwdriver in the fucking thing to start the car.
It usually has people who jimmy a car.
They used to have the screwdriver. Never.
Is that the same car he got in the accident with, or?
No, he had this big giant fucking car, dude. It was like
Was this before the accident or after?
this before. It was this giant hoopty he had. It was gray. It had like Bondo and shit.
Now, I only seen him one time, and that was before we moved down here, and I was back there in Wilkes-Barre with Dieter. I don't know if you were there that night. We're in that bar that Gary's old ex-stepfather ran or owned or whatever.
Yeah, Bill.
And I saw Joe in there, but he was with your old girlfriend Dawn and a bunch of those girls, and he walked right by. I said, "Hey, Joe," and he didn't hear me and kept walking. I was like,
I hadn't seen that guy. Last time I saw him was after all the accident and all that shit, and then he got out of jail and he was living with his sister, and me and Suave and Jay and all of them used to go over there. I mean, hell, that was 95, probably 93.
Yeah, well, he went to jail in 1990 or 91.
Yeah, so it's after he got out of jail. It was
it 1 year or 2 years? I can't remember how long it was.
He was there for 2.5.
Was it 2.5? Wow. He's lucky. It actually happened today, man. He could get like 10, 15 years for vehicle homicide.
That was stupid, though, man.
Yeah, I know. It was an accident, but the bad thing about it is he didn't have a driver's license or car insurance or registration.
Well, he had a suspended driver's license and no insurance.
Yeah. So that's why, I mean, that's the bad part about it. I mean, it was an accident, but especially when your own passenger, your own friend dies and you go to jail for it. Yeah.
Someone that's like your brother, man. It's crazy. Yeah. Just take them to the mall to get winter coats, man. This fucking is what it is, man.
Yeah.
Shit happens in life, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Well, shit, you look at Stacy's brother died a couple weeks ago in a car accident. A car pulled out in front of him. So what I heard later, I thought he got hit, but he's pulled to the left lane and then gunned it to try to get around the guy. But he lost control of the car, went into the ditch over there on that side of the road, flipped over, and he broke his femur bone, and he bled out, hit his artery in there. So by the time the paramedics got there and they were getting him out of the car, he died right there.
And it'll happen.
That's probably the best way to die, really, is to bleed out, because you're going to faint, basically. Most likely, or
Well, you would think. I'm sure your whole life flashed in front of your eyes that whole time, though.
Yeah. That's true.
Well, that's what people say. Oh, your life flashes in front of you before you die. I'm like, how do they know? Unless you die before, and then.
And only people have near-death experience. Some of them say they get to the tunnel of light, and they go there, and there's a room, and they see all their memories on the wall. Different ones have said. And they said all these beings of light are with them, and they can tell it's like family members watching your memories with you. All the memories you've had in your life.
I had it. I thought I died when I had surgery one time, and they said I didn't die, but
they say if you're under anesthesia, you could have a near-death type experience. So.
Well,
even drowning, and you don't drown, say like what I had, but I don't really have a near-death experience. But or like you had too, being underwater for a long period of time, someone comes save you. People like that have had near-death experiences where they left their body and saw a tunnel of light and shit.
I don't remember much when I almost drowned. I just remember seeing like a light and a hand coming down and grabbing me.
Oh, you saw a light?
Like the sunlight coming into the. I
okay.
saw a hand like coming through the sunlight.
Oh, I remember seeing the 7'7" on the wall, and somebody pushed me underneath. I knew who it was. I didn't even have to see him. I just knew who it was. But that's all I remember. Then I woke up in bed. And I was like, Mom said I was like crying. Yeah, but I don't remember any of that.
Now, when I had surgery one time, and then I woke up from the anesthesia, I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, where the fuck am I? And I'm like, did I stop breathing? And did I die? And they brought me back when I was in there? And I was like, freaking fuck out. I'm like, that's when I had a dream. I went to I'm like walking, and it's like bright. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, why is it so bright? And then I see a bunch of chairs around a table, and they had like names on the back of them. Like Spencer was on one of them, and some guy. And then I come after I see pictures and shit, and it looked like Grandpa said, "It's not your time. It's time for you to go home." And I'm like, what the fuck? And it's like they were like getting ready to play cards or something. It's a bunch of, I couldn't really make out any faces or anything. And it was just like a bright light, and it's not your time. It's time to go home. And I'm just like, and I woke up. I'm like, what the fuck? But I had Spencer on the back of the chair, so I was just like, what the fuck? I'm like,
did you tell Sean about that one, or
no?
Yeah.
But
did you not think of it again until after he died, or?
Yeah, after he died, I thought of it, and I'm like, holy shit, maybe the chair was meant for him.
Yeah.
And there's like, I just remember, I remember seeing like Danny. No, not Danny. It was Grandpa Ferraro and some other dude that had slick back hair, like dark. He was skinny. I don't know who the hell he was, but he kind of had like dark hair. He's kind of skinny.
Sammy Davis Jr.
Huh?
Sammy Davis Jr.
No, he's white, dude.
Oh.
But they said it's like they came walking up. It's like Grandpa, and he's like, "It's not your time." And I'm like, and I'm looking at the chair, and this has like a thing on the back. It has names on the chairs, and it says Spencer. And he's like, "It's not your time." He's like, "It's time for you to go home." And he's like, went to put his arm around me, and that's when I woke up in the fucking recovery room, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" I'm like, "Did I die when I was in?" I'm like, "What the fuck's going on?" I was like freaking out, man.
Yeah, I haven't had any of that shit. I've been under 3 times now. 4 times if you count the lung surgery, the other surgery they put me under, and then you figured the 2 colonoscopies. So 4 times I've been under.
Well, if you count the colonoscopy, I've been under 3 times. I'm like, oh, dude, I don't want to never do that shit again, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. Now, sometimes I feel like I have an out-of-body experience, like I'm floating or something, and all of a sudden I crash onto the bed, like I'm halfway out of my body or something. It's a really weird feeling. Like, and all of a sudden I'm like I fall that much, Really weird shit.
I remember one time I got really sick, and I had like a fever, and it was like pushing 105. I was like fucking out of it. I'm like I opened my eyes, I'm like seeing like colors and shit floating around. I'm like, holy fuck, man. I don't know. I had the flu or some shit. So I'm laying on the couch, and I remember my ex-wife says, She's like, "Are you all right?" And I can hear her in the background, but it's like echoing and all. And I see somebody that's like dressed in a white robe and long hair and shit. And she said, I don't remember any of this, but this is what she said. She said tears started running down the sides of my eyes. And I'm like, Jesus, don't leave me here. Jesus, take me. That's what she said I was doing. I'm like, I don't remember any of that.
What the hell?
All these color like lights and shit floating around. I'm like, holy shit, man.
Yeah, you're probably having delusions, being high fever. Maybe. I remember one time I got food poisoning or something in Panama, and I'm like, oh my God, and my girlfriend left because, she was a strong Catholic family, so she had to leave the hotel room around, midnight or 1. She goes, I'll bring you back some medicine tomorrow. Good thing I lived. I was like all night puking and like, Jesus, don't, praying to God, calling for my mom. I was so sick. I was like, holy shit. And then finally, after I puked enough, I guess I started feeling a little bit better in the morning, but I was still like feeling bad. And she showed up in the morning, Panama, you get whatever you want. You go to the pharmacy, I need this for this. Okay, there you go. She brought me some weird looking pills. I took them and I felt better within about 30 minutes. I was like, oh, okay.
After that episode, by the next day, my fever was completely gone. I had shit for like 3-4 days, man. I was sick as hell.
I've had I didn't see any dark figure or anything, but I had a sleep paralysis type episode before. But I usually sleep on my stomach, so maybe I couldn't see the dark guy, sleep with my stomach. Because most people get sleep paralysis like you're half awake, half asleep.
Maybe it was aliens.
Well, what was weird is because my old office was by the bedroom, but there was 2 walls there, but with a window on each side of the 2 doors. But with me laying down, I couldn't see Stacy on her computer. But I was like, I woke up and it felt like something was pushing down on me. Like I couldn't move every square inch of my body. I was like, and I'm calling for her to help me, but I could like see through the wall and see her at her computer. She's not hearing me. And then I'm like, after I started getting like really scared, I'm like, Jesus, help me. I started calling for Jesus to help me. And then all of a sudden I could move. But it was almost like childhood fear of a nightmare. After I could move finally, I was under the blankets and like scared, completely scared like a child.
It's probably the aliens. They're probing you.
It could have been. Or it was the Mothman or something, the shadow figure. But that only happened once. And I was like, well, that worked, calling for Jesus to help me. Then I could move, so.
I don't know, man.
So Jesus saves.
And that shit was crazy when I had the fever. I had a fever like that. It was like 103, and that was 104, and it was like 3 or 4 days straight. And then I had that, and I'm like, don't leave me here. Don't leave me here. And then by the next morning, my fever was completely gone, and I felt completely fine. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Man, you're that high of a fever for that long? Shit, you didn't go to the hospital or anything?
No.
Jesus, what's wrong with you?
I don't like hospitals. They have diseases there.
Oh, boy. All right, so we'll do one more Irish beer, the Yingling.
The Yang.
The special German-Dutch Irish beer of Pennsylvania.
That's my Joe Biden face.
You look evil.
Oh, this is well, he's not really a general. He's a former general. Well, he's retired, but he's still a general, but not Rose. And yeah, he's my. Well, you know what he is. He's everybody knows what he does. I'm like, what? Biden.
Yeah. All right, let's do one more. I got to take a piss, and then I'll get set up for the next one.
Sounds like a fucking plan.
Let's do it.